Today I'm joined by Edith Woodward, our Accounts Associate Director. Hello, Edith.
Hello, Michael.
So Edith, I think one that we haven't touched on and spoken about is protecting what we've built as a business. I know we've touched on in the past insurances and that sort of thing, but in terms of protecting what we've built, I think it's really important that people are attuned to it and what happens if. I quite often refer to it as a single point of failure.
Yeah.
And, protecting ourselves. Where does your view sort of sit on that?
I think it's something that a lot of people in business avoid thinking about because it's the scary, what happens if someone dies? And it's the scary what ifs that they bury their head in and just keep plodding along. But actually putting contingency plans in place will protect the business and protect your family if something does happen. There are multiple ways to do that. First one is insurances. So I mentioned previously in the past about key person insurance. We've also got things like relevant life insurance policies. But the other big thing is to be making sure you've got your plans in place for things. If you did fall ill or ended up in hospital, you've actually got a plan in place, potentially a lasting power of attorney that's got explicit wishes to how you want the business to be run and by who.
Can I actually have a business power?
Yeah.
Lasting power?
Well, generally you put that into the financial one. So you can put a clause in there to how you want your business to be run under your lasting power.
But they do actually do a business one as well.
Brilliant. The other aspect would be if you've got a limited company and you're a one-man band and you've only got yourself on as a director, because obviously legally you no longer need a company secretary, it would be advisable to have somebody else on your company, be that a company secretary, another director, because if something happens to you, that other person can access the bank accounts.
So what happens if something happens to you and there is no other director?
Technically, it all goes to the state.
Right.
As far as I'm aware. So you can end up going through, if they've passed away, you go through probate.
Yeah.
And that can get very complicated, especially if you've still got liabilities to pay out. You've still got contractual requirements of your employees to pay and all of that. But if you're not there to generate the income and guide that business, or even just access the bank account to pay your employees, you're a bit stuck. So making sure you've got the right things in place ensures that business will continue.